Mary Donaldson's early years growing up in suburban Hobart in the 1970s and 80s were ordinary, especially compared to what was to come. The daughter of a math professor and assistant principal, 2 sisters and a brother, she went to school with confidence and growing ambition. And when she attended Tyrone High School, teachers could sense her potential. People who remember working with Mary as a teacher and student, they remember someone who was very charming, very outgoing, very friendly, obviously a leader on the school board that year, then Principal Robin Foxrath said in 2003. But no one could have predicted what lay ahead for Maria, that she would become Queen of Denmark, the first Australian to occupy such a royal role following the surprise announcement of Queen Margrethe II's impending abdication. After graduating from the University of Tasmania in law and commerce, Mary worked in advertising in Melbourne, Edinburgh, and Sydney. She lived in Sydney for 7 years and moved into luxury real estate in 2000, just before her life was turned upside down when she was 28. How she met Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark has become legendary. 5 degrees of separation is unlikely. Frederik was in Sydney for the Olympics and went for a drink at Sydney Slip-In pub on September 16, 2000, with his brother Prince Joachim, cousin Prince Nikolaos of Greece and Denmark, Princess Martha of Norway, and the Prince of Asturias. Felipe I is the current king of Spain. Felipe I had a friend from Australia. This friend invited his sister, who in turn invited her friend, who happened to be Mary's roommate. Frederik and Mary's romance seemed to blossom immediately. At first she was unaware of Frederik's royal status, but it soon became apparent. Perhaps anticipating the huge changes to come, a few weeks after they met, Mary went to a 6-week course at the Starmakers agency to gain confidence. Transformational coach Teresa Page said that Mary knew she had enormous potential. "We asked Mary, 'Why do you want to participate in this program?' Page recounted. She said, 'I'm 28 years old, life is passing me by, and I want to change my life.' She told me, 'I've never had good pictures,' and it was true. Mary was taught how to make an impression every time she walked into a room. This proved to be a very useful skill for the years to come. Over the next 12 months, Frederik returned to Australia to meet Mary in secret. His former bachelor lifestyle, for which he was nicknamed Prince Turbo, meant that he was a source of great interest among the European media. It was inevitable that his trips to Australia would arouse suspicion. In late 2001, the Danish royal magazine sent a journalist to Sydney to find out about Frederik's secret Australian girlfriend. They reported that it was Mary Donaldson, beautiful, outgoing, gifted, and possibly a future crown princess. Mary moved to Denmark in December 2001, and their relationship became more public. In 2003, Frederik traveled to Hobart to compete in the World Dragon Championships on the Derwent River. They were engaged on October 8, 2003. A Danish journalist said Mary quickly became popular with the Danish public. "We love Mary so much that I think Australia became closer to Scandinavia when we found out about her," he said. One of the things she did very quickly and very well was to learn Danish. She spoke Danish almost immediately and won the hearts of the Danes. They were married on May 14, 2004 at Copenhagen Cathedral, when Mary became the first Australian woman ever in line to become queen. The couple have 4 children: Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, Prince Vincent, and Princess Josephine. The abdication of Queen Margrethe II, Europe's longest reigning monarch, took Denmark by surprise. The 83-year-old woman made the announcement in her traditional New Year's address to the nation as she recently underwent surgery. She abdicated on Jan. 14 Danish time,